Okay, it looks like I'm actually good to go here. Oops. Hold on. Okay. Testing stream 1, 2, 3. Okay, what do we got? Alright, so that should work. I don't know where to put this. You're in the room as well? Hey, welcome, Jar. Is this New Game Plus? It's like New Game Plus 4. Okay. New Game Plus 4. I mean, I don't know if new... Like, it's Dream of the Nioh, so it's as difficult as it gets. Yeah, it's Nioh 2. To be totally upfront, I'm not actually playing this for Nioh 2. I'm playing this to, like, talk to you guys. Straight up, that's it. And I figure people will be like, oh my gosh, Nioh streamers teaming Nioh. Let's talk about Nioh. And I'm like, alright, let's play some Nioh. Let's play some Nioh. So now I'm legit curious. You quit Nioh 2 recently? Yeah. Like, I haven't played this in a while. Like, my muscle memory for Nioh is now, like, tailored towards Nioh 3. And this is gonna be weird because now I'm like, oh shit, what about ninjutsu? Wait, is another demo coming out? Not anytime soon. Probably like in like November. It's this is just a title. We're all just waiting for Neo 3. Hey, no, it's cool. Just keep coming in. It wasn't even because it was hard. I didn't get the flow of the combat. Yeah, I can kind of give some tips. Maybe for Tokyo Game Show. Oh yeah, they'll probably have something, but that's like that isn't for several months. There's no demo coming out anytime soon, at least that I know of. Alright, so like alright, one thing I legit really enjoyed in for a ninja style for Neo 3 was the physical arts. They were pretty fun. Um First tried Kamaitachi with the Odachi, but then yeah, you uninstalled. Yeah. What build am I using? Um just kind of like this all-purpose like build of sorts. Nothing like super special. Chancellor, get out. Get out. Right, so there's a lot of like casting. Anything like I don't know if I'm like really excited for any of these. Yeah, they're all like buffs or basically some spells, some capacity. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 looks fun. Can I recommend a fun build? Depends on what your definition of fun is. Dang it, man. Yeah, dude. I miss the ninjutsu from Ninja Style already. Yeah, here I'll show you. Yeah, the ninjutsu here ain't it's not as cool as Neo 3's. My personal opinion, well, I'm playing with what I consider to be fun, which is basically I have reduced key consumption and generally more resource gain for anima and key. So, for example, I have the Amino Uzume's Grace. So I have faster movement on dodge attack, faster key recovery on dodge attack. So move faster, do more attacks overall, which is great. I have some anima generation things as well built in, but I try not to use that much key. I do some more key damage, and I generally, when enemies are low on key or out of key, I do more damage as well. And yeah, just like I try to be as active as possible with the abilities I have at my disposal. And then for me to keep the flow of combat going, I have things like life drain active skill, as you can see here, which helps a lot. And then I kind of just tailor my soul cores and I kind of just like mess around with whatever I think is fun. Yeah. When I'm looking at the ninjutsu, Neo 3 is already confirmed, so on to the next thing. I mean, yeah, I know it's confirmed, but I'm still gonna wait. I'm still waiting for it. Hop on Minecraft Hardcore? Bruh. Yeah, ninjutsu and even ninjutsu and magic, like magic, like it's cool to be able to cast this stuff and whatnot, but like I think maybe the cooler ones, there are some cool ones. Do I play on PC or PS5? This is on PC. Let's see. Some of the interesting ones involve the Shikigami, I would say. Like, they're kind of neat, I guess. But where's that shock? There's some, like, really cool ones. That, like, actually modify the way I play the game. Yeah, like Shockwave Talisman. Shockwave Talisman... Is it Shockwave Talisman? Yeah, that one. This one's, like, legit cool. I think it's pretty neat. But... then I have to, like, build for, like, empowered ninjutsu and stuff like that. And I just cannot be bothered. Yeah, I'm already missing Nioh. Like, even just booting this up, I'm already missing Nioh 3's. Already missing Nioh 3's, like, ninja style. Just for the whole, like, the ninjutsu is kind of kick-ass. Onmyo allows a full caster or melee builds. Okay. And anything in between, but ninjutsu has one-way playstyle. Yeah, it feels pretty different. Right now, I'm only playing in samurai style. Feels bad, man. I'm also missing my directional inputs. Alright, what do I got? Alright, let's play with the weapons that weren't in the demo. Officially. So, there was no split staff. They didn't even have Tonfa, bro. Oh, wait. Yeah, no jumping mechanics. Yeah, we got... no jumping mechanics, dude. Can't jump. Oh, this feels so awkward. I'm gonna feel like naked. Oh! I'm trying to do the Guardian Spirit skill input. That is why in the Nioh 3 demo, ninjutsu felt better, because it was more intertwined in the melee combat. It really was, and I really liked it for that. Oh, I guess I still know how to play Nioh 2. I guess that's a plus. Oh, oops. I was just kidding. I don't know how to play this game. Gosh, this feels so, like, anticlimactic. It's sad in Nioh 2 that you have to stop what you're doing to use it, or else it has to cancel not fractional damage. Right. I miss the hot springs in Nioh 3 though, and in Ronin I want to take a bath after killing Gakis. I was able to, if you didn't know, I was actually able to find some hot springs out of bounds. Ow. Cool. Started doing some demon parade skulls, and some of those are seriously merciless. Yeah, they're wild. Right, well, no Suiki, I guess. Yo, all Gakis deserve to die, okay? Any interviews with Yasuda? Not any recent ones. There was one that he was doing when he was asked on Famitsu about like ninja style versus samurai style. It feels so cookie cutter. Yo, this is... Yeah, go. What the hell, yo? So greedy. No, no Gaki Chief. No. One thing I've seen playing Nioh 2 again that made me more positive about Nioh 3 is the bindable controls. Yeah, I appreciate that too. Really? Oh, the buttons are hard to press! I'm not used to some of this. Yeah, Nioh 3 is already something else. I'm very happy for what they showcased in the demo. Hey, Shark Zoo. Oh, bro, seriously. I'm gonna try other games, Wizard. I actually did download like Wolong, but I actually just wanted to talk to people about Nioh 3, and I figured the best way to do that was by playing Nioh 2. So we can just chat about whatever. Still waiting for you to give Wild Hearts a try. Now that you have a PS5, there's no excuse. Totally is an excuse. I don't have the money. I don't want to pay the money for it. Oh my god, bro. Fun and interactive, look at that. Just play with permanent sloth applied to you to give enemies a chance. I can't really comment on those games. I don't know much about them. What? How'd that hit me? Oh, he did that move. The one move that gets me. We need Axe one-shot build from like we do from Stranger of Paradise. That game is ridiculous with the build. The axe is faster than the Odachi? Now I feel like playing axe. Now, axe Odachi? Yeah, let's do it. Dude, I play this so much. Yawn. Any news about another demo date maybe? No. There's no information about that at this time. There's no news about any other demo date at this time. I expect, like, it'll come out in November or something. Very late, several months. Yo lady, what you doing? No, just Nioh 3 waiting room, that's it. Nope. Yeah, it's gonna be several months. It's not gonna be anytime soon. Everything you do until Nioh 3 release is the Nioh 3 waiting room? I mean, that's correct. Ow, my face. They will make another demo. Based on past history. Are they really getting backlash from the demo? I loved it. That's too... We can't say. They'll give the feedback in August, according to their Twitter. I don't have any new information beyond just what they provide on their Twitter. yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll release a beta. They kind of, I expect them to. They did that for Nioh 2 as well. I don't think they got that big backlash for their feedback. Because think about it, like, the people who are most vocal about it on social media, like, there's only so much that one person's voice on the feedback's gonna do unless they hold, like, a lot of weight. But even then, the people who hold the most weight are gonna be those who are actually designing Team Ninja stuff. But there's no time left? Oh, there's plenty of time. Plenty of time for them. What makes you say that there isn't enough time? It's about 5 to 7 months. Yeah, I'm sure though. They were able to do Nioh 2 in that time. Oh, this might be a problem. They did Nioh 3. But they did Nioh 2 already, so I'm not like... I think they know what they're doing. In terms of what, like... In terms of what they need to work on, like... If we think about the feedback that at least we gave... It was like some gameplay related things, right? It wasn't like, hey, you need to redesign the entire world. Like, people may not have liked it, but... in some capacities. But I don't think it was like an overwhelming problem for management. There were some targeted things that they were very much looking for. People give your feedback. What changes did I ask for? Pretty much the same that I think everyone here echoed. The stuff like, hey, I really like samurai style, I really like ninja style, but I hope we can get all the weapons, or a lot more weapons. You know, things like that. I want to be able to use 2 weapons. No, not more Gaki. What the hell? What the hell? No. Oh. You know, just kind of stuff like that. Also, some of the enemies that were in the air were a little difficult for me to work with. Chancellor, what's wrong with you? Yeah, the bug hitboxes were a little frustrating. I had some difficulty with Kyokutsu, that flying, like, revenant-looking thing. So I had some challenge with that. So I was like, I just said, like, I'm having difficulty understanding how to fight it, because it kind of, like, flies a lot. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Sort of thing. I did like Blood Edge Demon. But yeah, like, I want to be able to use 2 weapons per style. I want each samurai style and ninja style to feel very robust in terms of what they can do. And if they can do that, then I'm sold. I really like the jump. I did like all the exploration. It was a lot of fun. Right, so, you know, I'm sure they have, like, certain expectations. Gross. guy sucks. God, this guy's so irritating, bro. Oh, that has fire put on it? Boring. That was so boring, bro. Hey, what's up, Gershon? I guess, so what do you guys want to see? Any ideas for new weapon types in Nioh 3? Maybe they can add the pipe Goemon used in Mystical Nina. Maybe something like I think I've talking about like a polearm, like a Naginata type thing, or some nunchuck equivalent or something. Could be cool. Do I want to do this stage? I hate this stage. No. I'm pretty sure Whip in Nioh 3. Whip could be cool. They also have Kusarigama. Who knows? You want the Ninja Turtle weapons? That could be fun. Bro, really? Okay. Great sword or maybe lance? It's tricky. It's tricky for me to decide like what they could put in, but again, fortunately I'm not the one who's trying to be creative here. It's all them. Ooh, am I dead? I get to live. Oh, I've avoided that. Jockey on a chain? Yo, okay. Yo, stop! No! It's interesting that they came up with a lot of creative stuff in Rise of the Ronin and in Wolong as well. Like, their creativity is off the charts, in my opinion. There's so many cool things that Team Ninja's done in their video games, so I'm excited to see where they take Nioh 3. Aw, damn. Hey! Yes, that'll give me Wolong Longsword, but with more Enma's Fang influence. Oh, that'd be so good. That would be so good. Well, I really enjoyed Wolong's Longsword a lot. Close enough. For ranged weapons, add crossbows, maybe. I think dual pistols has been kind of like a common request. I don't want to do this one. Imagine if they had an execution system similar to God of War for Honor. You do a spear-like weapon easily. Nunchucks would be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool to get the dual handguns. Dual revolvers. That'd be pretty sick, right? Gross. Seriously? I wonder if Axel knows. Well, Axel, would this be useful for Axel? I don't no clue. I can just brute slap this over and over again. So it's like with Kasha. Okay. I did not realize that. So yeah, it's Gozuki and Kasha. Those are the two that I know of. Wait, and Yasuno Kami kind of works. So Gozuki and Kasha can both be lubed. Oh, okay, I don't even need to do that, really. Yeah, Gozuki is difficult. I have to cheese. Pure Gak Kame-Tachi works as well? Oh, I didn't know that. Not this level. Sword and Shield? Yeah, that'd be fun too. Nioh, bruh. I'm so disinterested in this boss. This is the 4th boss? Bruh. I hate all the levels. I've played these levels so much, so that might not be too far from the truth. You be cool, boss, not Nioh. I'll just blow you up. Am I playing with the skill expanded mod? Yes. Yeah, I'm using skill expansion. So now that I have a pretty easy frame of reference. It's basically, so here's what the skill expansion mod from Nioh 2 does. So in the context of Nioh 3, it's like making the controls feel more like Nioh 3. That's basically it. So I get to use more skills on directional inputs. That is it. It's really cool for me to be able to say that. The skill expansion mod is like a dumbed down version of Nioh 3 gameplay. Did it have an update? I don't know. Oh, okay, I got a good boss now. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Damn it. Oh, I got ruined. Was the dual swords in the Nioh 3 demo just a low stance move, or was it a new moveset? So, in the demo, the ninja style seemed to have its own unique moveset, and overall was much less compared to the dual swords in Nioh 2. Now, what I found out of bounds footage-wise, in case you're concerned that dual swords are going to suck, is that there are very much plans, apparently, for samurai swords, dual samurai swords, which feel very much like the dual swords in Nioh 2, except in many ways, and with what they added, it just looked better. Damn. Nightmare Bringer is intimidating, but not, like, stressful. It's not the most stressful boss, fortunately. I'm gonna play some Kusarigama, and then... Let's see, I did Kusarigama Katana for the Nioh 3 demo. I enjoyed that a lot, actually. Oh. I had to do it. That had to be a finisher move. Alright. Wow, like replaying that, I'm kind of like, my brain's just kind of like, I can autopilot this. Hope Nioh 3 DLC will be as good as 2. I'm gonna be upfront. Like, I miss Nioh 3's demo. There's, even for like a samurai difficulty level, it's like, it was pretty fun. Enemies like Blood Edge Demon, just having like the entire three-dimensional aspect of gameplay kept it fresh. It was like literally a whole like dimension of playing. The arts gauge was fun, the ninjutsu gauge was a lot of fun, like all of that was fun. Like I can't, like, it's awesome. That's just a demo, dude. Like, this is kind of dry. which is awesome to say. I loved Nioh 2 so much. I've spent so much time with this, so many years with this. And now I'm like, you know what? Nioh 3, the demo, was actually like kind of legit. Like, it's really cool to see. Damn. Alright, let me play some other things. Think about it, like people who have incredible experience in playing Nioh 2, they've played it for a long time, had trouble with things in Nioh 3, and it was like fun. Like, I missed the ninja style. I missed the style shifting. Straight up. I'm like, yo, that's kind of cool. Like, it flows really, really well in my view. There was a tons more stuff to figure out with jumping. Like that one hard to dodge grab from the ghost. I saw someone just jump it. Yeah, see, that's cool. Here, this is just for Chancellor. See this? Chancellor, you see this? See this as well? Exactly. Is Nioh 1 obsolete for me? Yes. Damn, just trying to do something different. I did notice a lot of boss attacks seem to often aim and hit very low in Nioh 3. That was the karma for killing Gaki with such cruelty. Yeah, okay, bro. So, what was happening apparently, Karma? I do not miss the defilement of the Abyss grind. The randomizer mod, I've considered it. But honestly, I've just played Nioh 2 way too much. There is a proper randomizer. I guess my understanding of a proper randomizer is you can just switch out any enemy you want with some random things. So I think that I have known that it's in this game. I've seen it. It looks pretty cool. Question regarding skills mod. Can we start from new game immediately and still retain the skills? Yeah, you can. You can all the skills that are in the skill mod you can use from the very beginning. You may not be able to assign them in your active skill tree list, in your skill customization list, but you can do so right away. I played the Nioh 3 demo and had a lot of fun with it. Bought Nioh 2, but sad that it doesn't have a parry. If I like Katana in Nioh 3, should I also play Katana in Nioh 2? Or try Odachi for the parry? Yeah, the deflect was a real cool thing that they added in Nioh 3. Odachi is much more like parry based for yokai. I don't really know if there's much of a replacement for that beyond, say, what the fist has. The fist says opportunist. So strike a stance suitable for guarding against an incoming blow. This has that timing element that can function against basically any attack. And then with some gear, you can modify it like I have to get you some ki back. This is the closest thing that will work to deflect. Like, there's more button inputs required, a little more timing involved, but it functions similarly. Yes, fists are incredibly combo heavy. I'll try to showcase it against this absolutely trash enemy. So yeah, that's like a sample. Key pulse on guard from blessed weapons is honestly way cooler and more interesting than deflect. Yeah, I like the key pulse on guard. They just like, you're like, here you go, samurai style has it. I'm like, what? You can just equip that shit? I'm like, alright, I'll take it. Here, check this out. Zuno drop. Yeah, lots of fun combo things. Deflect could have honestly been substituted for a 10 key loss timely guard just like Nioh 1, because I think that system doesn't suit it. Would you rather a deflect or the 10 key loss for timely guard? Let me just ask you, which one seems more fun? To you. After the beta, Nioh 2 looks like a PS3 game. I know. I know! Bruh! Just got Wolong on sale and I gotta say I'm having fun. Awesome. It's a fun game, but I understand that it doesn't seem to have the staying power of Nioh. Yeah. I'm doing good. How are you, Dark Vante? I'm so excited for Nioh 3. I've been a diehard fan since the first installment. It just keeps getting better. I know! I'm playing Nioh 2 and I'm like, yeah, this is fun. But then there's the Nioh 3. I want to play my Nioh 3. So Dark Vante, you've been doing pretty good. Playing Dream of the Demon to get to the last 2 DLC trophies, such a fun difficulty. Oh, yeah, it is. And if you've enjoyed Dream of the Demon, oh man, Dream of the Wise and Dream of the Nioh, especially Dream of the Wise, it is gonna knock you the fuck out. Yeah, well, for me, games like Wolong and Ronin, they're great in their own right. Like, I enjoy pretty much all the Team Ninja games. It's just like, hey, which one's the best out of the best? I'm like, well, I think for me anyway, it's gonna be the Nioh series. Can you imagine this guy with Nioh 3 mechanics? One question. Can you? I'm a little scared. Just, yeah, now he'll just fly everywhere. I can imagine Dream of the Wise incorporates DLC enemies on base game, right? That's Dream of the Nioh. Dream of the Wise will not only get you more like crazy build options, but it will also modify some. I think you get more moves from regular enemies. Regular enemies start having a more diverse moveset. By the way, was it possible to parry midair in Nioh 3? I didn't have any luck doing like a deflect, but with ninja style, you could midair dodge, and it would work. It was very intentional. Human enemies seem pretty forgettable in the Nioh 3 demo. They weren't memorable at all. But again, it's an alpha. We have yet to see how they will adjust those. I think they're going the direction of a lot more of the yokai stuff, which is fine. It's just I'm curious what they'll do with the samurai things. They changed their auto key state to be more straightforward and like yokai. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm sure they'll come up with some cool shit. Like in Nioh 2, they have Raiko. Like they have They have the Minamoto clan. Like, this is pretty wild. So I anticipate that things will get even more spicy for the Nioh 3 release. Yeah, the alpha only had really basic human enemies. Nioh 2 human enemies get really tough when you combine the general types and bandits with with weapons like spears or odachi or even hatchets. Yeah. I don't mind it, but there's always been tons of potential behind human fights that they've been on the cusp of. I agree. And I think games like Rise of the Ronin and Wolong really showcase just like how fun those fights could be. So I think it's just one of those system things they'll have to adjust for Nioh. The giant enemy that gets tiny when you break his horn or something, such a cool design. Yeah, yeah. I hope we get Kentucky. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. Alright, so I got any fun scrolls? Sure, let's do this one. Yeah, human enemies could be looped. It got very boring. Yeah, imagine Saito Toshimitsu in Nioh 3. Oh, I didn't expect a ground quake. Well, those just turn them into yokai functionally, and I want them to work with the system they've got to keep them intact. Just way easier to do than they think, and they don't need to resort to making them yokai. So, Witty, what do you think they could do, in your opinion, to adjust that? Sounds like you have some sort of idea. Yo, this is boring. Get your ass here. Set it up there, but the big thing is just adding a stacking key buff when they recover from being key broken. Oh, just to prevent the zero key shit? Okay. Oh, damn it, I gotta do the whole clear again. So that takes care of the infinites without removing the potential re-breaking combos and pressure game. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Damn it, I missed the limitless. By the way, still talking about difficulties. When does it get necessary to have an actual build? Because so far I made my way through Demon, just evenly leveling what was most important at the moment. I would say for most players, Dream of the Demon is a good point to do it. Wise Onward is probably when you'll need it the most. But truth be told, I've been playing with a very like weak build for a while. Now that you're playing Nioh 2 again, please teach me Switchblade system R1 extra square. Sure, man. Takedown. Let me do it. This is boring. Do something fun. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, now you're doing an attack. Come on, a little more. Oh my god, this sucks so much. Damn it! Alright, my greed is killing me. Let me do spear. It's the same thing for me. The looter side, like I'm like completely disinterested in it. I like kind of tune out. I'm just like, it's too much loot. I really don't want to deal with it. I'll use Switch Grave a bit later, alright? What new weapon would I want in Nioh 3? I think like nunchucks might be fun, or flails. Trying to show off too much. Yes, I know. I'll show the Switchblade thing. Don't worry about that. Just ask me when I finish this. Okay. Switchblade time, like I promised. Alright, so what's going on with this? Yeah, finally, it took me a while. I died quite a bit. Alright, so what's going on with the Switchglaive? You're trying to do what? That was a fight. Why are we doing so little damage? Because my character's build is not very powerful. That's why. And this specific enemy has like over double the health compared to their normal counterparts because they're purple. So wait, the truth, what are we talking about here? You want to understand how to do, what was it? This? Yeah, I'm raw dogging basically with like a weak build. My character's not very powerful. That's on purpose. Okay, so you're talking about switch stance blade from mid stance. So all you do is while you're doing mid stance attack, right? All you do is during the attack animation, you just switch to low stance. That's it. That is literally it. Right? Like it says, you just switch to low stance during the attack. Yeah, you just switch and then you can keep attacking. No, it's not R1X to square. It's just you're in mid stance, you're doing a bunch of attacks, and then you want to switch to low stance. You can transition right away to low stance attack, and then you just keep attacking. It's not low stance and then square and then low stance to square. No. You don't do the switch attacks unless you actually are actively switching at stances. So if you're in high stance and you do a mid stance switch attack, right? It's just any time you can't do a switch stance attack on a key pulse. Just any time before that and you'll transition to the other stance. Right? That's it. Likewise, I can go low stance attacks and then switch to high stance. Mid stance attacks, switch to low stance. Mid stance attacks, switch to high stance. You can even do this with any of the skills. That is it. Yep, you have to be a little fast. That's it. I'm sure Nioh 3 will have even greater depth than Nioh 2. So yeah, the truth, when you do a switch stance attack, you just keep attacking and then you switch to another stance and that'll be how it works. Yeah, you're welcome. I don't care about that. I'm sure, like, Nioh 3 already, like, Nioh 2's potential, we already know. We already know the full scope of things. But Nioh 3's potential, oh my, holy shit. Like, for me, I'm playing Nioh 2 right now, the same way I've played many, many times. Alright? Here's what I miss. I miss ninjutsu. I miss ninja styles ninjutsu. I've never felt that way in Nioh 2. Never felt that way in Nioh 1. Ninjutsu just felt like supportive, like at best. In Nioh 3, I'm like, this is pretty dope. I got like some really sick moves. I can teleport behind enemies. Let's talk in the dojo about this. I like where this discussion is going. Okay, so yes, ninja does not have styles. Is that concerning? Not yet, for me. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because, all right, and I gotta put out the appropriate weapons. We gotta look cool. All right, we gotta look cool. Sure, we'll have fists. All right, why not? All right, and before we get into this, there we go. Judgment cut end. All right. So here's why. One, there isn't much information to show stuff when it comes to ninja style. Like, I don't know the full scope of things yet. There's a lot that could change. So, like, I don't know how complete ninja is gonna feel yet. I do like a lot of the moves. I do like a lot of aerial moves. I just want it to be like fully buffed out. And if it could even play similarly Ninja Gaiden, that'll be fine. Like, I don't really need the stances. Alright? Right? Like, that'd be cool. If Ninja Style plays kind of like Ninja Gaiden, I'm good to go. And so, what does that actually involve? So, for example, Samurai Style has very much like the... like, combo enders, they're like stuck there, right? They're pretty much like defined. But what if Ninja Style is like you had different combo enders depending on what part of the attack chain you did? I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll take it. Plays like Ninja Gaiden, bro. I'm good. I don't know how many of you guys would complain if that was the case, right? You'd be like, yo, legit, Ninja Style plays like Ninja Gaiden. Like, enough. Appropriate for Nioh 3. Alright, it's different, but still feels pretty fucking complete. What do you guys think of just that idea? That'd be pretty damn cool. Like, wouldn't it? Like, that'd be pretty hype. Samurai Style can play like traditional Nioh, and it's still badass. Oh, you haven't played Ninja Gaiden, so you don't know much about it? Have you played other action games, kind of like some of the God of War, old school God of War and stuff like that, or Bayonetta or anything of that nature? Like your typical fighting combo games, where it like depends if you do like quick, like if you do punch, kick versus punch, kick, you get like two totally different things. Kind of like that's what I'm thinking of. I mean, that'd be great, and that's just like one idea. So I can speculate out about all this. I don't really know, but I definitely think based on our feedback to Team Ninja is very much aware that like, hey, there's always that comparison between Samurai Style and Ninja Style. Like, that has to be the case. Like, it has to be like, they're both feel good. Nah, my thing is Nioh and Sekiro and that's it. Okay, so you may not have the most familiarity. Okay, fair. But yeah, like, I'm even okay. Like, I understand the main concern. I think I understand the main concern when it comes to, like, oh my gosh, why Ninja Style versus, like, it feels kind of bad. And, you know, when we compare the Ninja Style to what was brought into Nioh 2, like, it's no fucking argument. Like, compare the Talons page on Nioh 3 to, like, what we have here for Nioh 2. Like, I have to scroll down, and I'm like, bro, I got, like, a bajillion options. It's like, of course, Talons is not going to be as complete as this, at least in the demo. But I anticipate Team Ninja is aware of this, and that they are probably deciding on some level if we're going to have... So one, I discovered fists for Samurai Style through some out of bounds discoveries. But my guess is if they're going to take the fist moveset, right? Like, they're going to be like, you know what? Limitless... This is going to be for Samurai Style. But Beyond Infinity, we'll put that for Talons. I'm like, okay. I mean, that's fine. Like, I'm alright with that. And then, so they're kind of like sectioning some things appropriately for Samurai Style, some things appropriately for Ninja Style. And then, blowing each of them up. If they did that, that'd be pretty cool. Don't get mad at me. Too late, I'm mad at you. But can you do switch stance and keep switching stances again without attacking? No, I need to attack. I can't do switch stance back to back to back like that. How does Beyond Infinity work in Nioh 3? Pretty much like same timing as it is in Nioh 2. It's just as opposed to the inputs that we have in Nioh 2. It's like it's a directional input. Right, Golden Seed. I think a large portion of the community is basically like wondering, hey, are there stances in Nioh 3? And obviously that doesn't seem to be the case. But I'm sure they'll make it cool. Right? I'm sure they'll expand on ninja style. Like, one, we're saying it. Second, dude, they have to be aware that people are always going to make the comparison between samurai and ninja style. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden inputs would be so sick. Like, they obviously, like, Team Ninja has a lot of that creativity, so I have a good amount of faith in them. Right, and stances aren't... Right, and as Witty is saying, stances aren't the only avenue to depth. Exactly. Which is my point. Stances indicate that there can be depth, but if we've played any other games... If you played any other Team Ninja games, you'll know that, like, even without stances, it, like, feels pretty good. Ninja Gaiden, perfect example. There's no stances in that. It's, like, a bunch of different weapons, but you have, like, so much depth. It's off the fucking charts. I just hope they don't cave into the pressure. I don't think they will. They really didn't for Nioh 2. Dude, I was so, like, big on, like, oh my gosh, my key recovery from Nioh 1. I don't like yokai abilities, man. They didn't cave. They kept their game. They went even more in the yokai ability direction. Like, dude, they put more complexity in Nioh 3. They added jump. I was like, bro, that's already made it better. Jump. They added jump attacks. They added a fucking deflect. They added, like... They're going, like, all out. You just want to learn to keep switching stances and again without attacking? You don't need to copy-paste that, bro. I read it. Here, you want to know how to switch stances without attacking? You just switch stances. That's it. That's how you switch stances again and again without attacking. Look, here. Controller input. I have it right here. So you hold R1, and then you push button after button. That's it. Button, button. Okay. With Switchclave, it's the same thing. Alright, you just switch. Ta-da! See? See, I'm not attacking. That's... No! What do you mean I know what you mean? I can't... Dude! You can't... Look! I can't do these attacks. I can't do these attacks unless I attack. It says following another attack. No, but I did aggressively shuffle forward. Yes, I did. I guess that's a very, very threatening. Dude, it says right here. Like, what do you want? Does the stance change slide you forward? How do you switch stance without triggering the stance? You key pulse. And switch you switch your stance on key pulse. You do a flux instead. You have to wait just a little bit. If you do it too early, it won't count. You just key pulse. You just wait a little bit and switch to the stance on key pulse. You'll do key pulse or a flux. That's it. Can you teach me the timing of R1X to square? What are you talking about, dude? I don't understand your question. R1X? I don't know what you mean. R1X. What stance? You're talking about this? What is happening? You just what? You want to switch to the stance and then press square? Like, I'm confused what you're asking. I don't know how to help you. I want to. You just hit the button. You just... There's no timing. Once you do the attack, you're already in low stance. And then you just attack. That's it. I just button mash. I don't like. As soon as I switch the stances, I'm button mashing, bro. I don't know, dude. You gotta clarify your question. Is that the end of the active frames on the attack is what he's looking for, I think? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Anyway. Yeah, I'm a masher, bro. I still struggle with zero key combos. Yeah, they take a lot of practice. When it comes to Onmyo magic and soul cores, to be perfectly honest, I don't really mind the change. I don't really mind it that much. Then again, I also didn't really use Jutsu, so I just may not have the same grievances that many of those who did use Jutsu have. And I also want to say, when it comes to those changes, we have yet to see the full scope of those things. But one thing I would like to know is why you dislike the changes. For example, like, what do you dislike about it? Like I've heard like, oh, I don't like it being tied to soul cores. Right? Are y'all reading for FromSoft Recycle Dark Souls with one thing change and get the best game of all time award? It adds unnecessary grinding. Wait, how so? Because if you just get the soul core once, I don't think it matters what level you have. You just have Jutsu. Like, I could have a Blood Edge Demon, like 3 different... It doesn't matter what the level is. Per se, but I think in the... What was it? The Yin position. It's just gives me the Jutsu and that's it. Yeah, but you have to get that soul core by farming that enemy instead of just choosing my jutsu and buying it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. You can't... I can see that, because like at the beginning of the game then, it's like you have no tools, you can't really get your tools or have that advantage in the first time, and you're kind of like, alright, I gotta like farm this shit. And I get it, dude. Farming to get certain gameplay mechanics is so fucking irritating. Oh my god. And on top of that, I'm sure that that's a good point. Yeah, jutsus would be locked behind certain later enemies. That is a very good point. Because, yeah, like, I don't get quick change until I fight a Blood Edge Demon. That's a good point. That's actually a very good point. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, because it'd be like, oh, I have to wait till, like, the end of the game to get this one jutsu that I had, that I could easily access early on. Like, yeah, that would feel bad. That would feel pretty bad for me. I'm like, bro, I just want to, like, that's just so random. That would suck. Okay, I get it. I get you. Yeah, that makes sense to me now. Okay, I mean, as soon as I attack R1X to square stance and square R1X again, and my character dodge instead of low stance. Wait, what? So you switch to that. I mean, this is the attack, right? That's the switch stance attack. I still don't understand what you're struggling with. If you make a video and show me, like, you can just make a video. R1X to square. Okay. And square to R1X. You don't press R1X again in low stance. There's no need to do that. You're already in low stance. It's just one input. And then you attack. And I'm just pressing square. Right? So while I'm attacking a mid stance, I'm switching to low. Alright, once I've switched to low, I am just pressing square and that's it. There's no R1X. You only use a switch stance attacks when you want to switch to a different stance. You shouldn't, like, I don't understand how you're dodging. Okay, so when it comes, so I think for me now, Shadow Man's perspective makes sense, right? There is that concern of like, yo, am I not going to be able to access certain jutsus that I really enjoyed until basically late game content? Which I have to admit sucks. It feels bad in the same way that like I had to unlock some skills due to RNG. It feels bad. I don't want to farm that shit. I mean, when I am attacking, like, it's cool to find treasure from killing enemies, but yo, if there's one thing I don't like in these games, it's fucking grinding. I hate grinding. It's cool to get like new, fresh things. For new players to be fantastic, but yeah, for like older players, and veterans and whatnot, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to wait for, like, it'd be one thing if I was guaranteed a soul core drop every time I killed a new enemy. Alright? That'd be like one thing. I'd be like, okay, cool. Fine. And then I'd be like, oh, I gotta decide what I want to do with those. But there were many times in the demo where it'd be like, us getting a soul core was RNG. And I'm just like, okay, so like, I just have to pray I get a soul core? Like, like, I don't know, like, I don't like that. Right? So Crucible rates, dropping things, you're right, having that, like, for me, some RNG is cool, but RNG is meant, like, I want RNG to be fun. I don't want it to be like a fucking chore. Yeah, grinding is something really messed up. I ended up using some cheats to be able to go for the build I was looking for. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to grind, I want to have fun. So I can understand Shadow's like concern about that. Also, fuck open world. Why? I gotta hear this. I'm actually pretty cool with it. I'm fine. I'm fine with the, like, honestly, like, level design and the open world stuff. I'm just like, either way, it's fine for me. To be fair, though, soul core drop rates are kind of really generous if all you need is one copy of any soul core. Yeah, that's true. At least it's a one soul core copy. I'll have to say that. It's not like the worst, but I can understand why it feels weird. Okay, so open world is the best thing in video games I've ever seen. Most of the time it ends up being unnecessary traveling. Touché. Yes, I understand. It's just like a lot of open, empty exploration. Very empty exploration. What was your opinion about how it was done in Nioh 3? Like, it wasn't like a true open world. But like, from what we played in the demo, what was bad about that? Like, I'm cool with some open worlds, but like a lot of the times it's like, well, this feels empty. Shadow Man didn't get to play it. Shadow. I'm gonna poke fun at you, bro. I have to. I fucking have to. The reason why Shadow Man doesn't like Nioh 3's open world is because he didn't get to fucking play it. Bro's jealous as fuck. It's okay, man. I forgive you. I forgive you. It's cool. I understand. Fuck Nioh 3 open world. Fuck the demo. They didn't allow Shadow Man to play it right now. It's okay. It's okay, brother. I got you. I got you. Okay, sorry the truth, I missed your comment. I mean when I'm attacking square stance and do low stance, my character dodge instead of going to low stance. But that attack is the low stance attack. Are you trying to do this attack? Because that is the transitional attack in between the stances, by design. You do move forward. Yeah, that's intentional. If you switch stances during your attack animations, you will do that all the time. If you do not want to do that, then you're gonna have to wait to key pulse. You have to key pulse. No, I'm not doing anything with the analog stick, alright? I am going to just press square a bunch, and then I'm going to switch stances. My left hand will be free, alright? So, attack a bunch, and then switch, right? So, all I do is during the attack animation, if I switch to low stance, I will do that move where I move forward. That will happen. If you do not want to do that, what you must do is key pulse first. Key pulse, you've got to key pulse, and then switch to low stance, and you won't do that move. If you're doing, if you got to make sure to actually switch your stance. For me, this open world is kind of annoying. It feels like I'm not making progress if I play for hours and make no progress. Kind of makes me go mad. That was a waste of a session. Okay, so how did you feel? So when you played the demo, what gave you that impression that you dislike? But the demo's on PC. I know. That's what I want to know. Like, I'm just curious. And hopefully whatever criticisms you guys have had over the demo, I hope you guys submitted that in their survey feedback. That was like the #1 place to put it. Alright, let's see what I missed, if I missed anything else. It's not fully open world from what I saw. Like they have like it's basically like super big maps. Like big maps, it looks like they have a map per chapter or something. And I'm excited to have unlimited burst counters in Nioh 3. I know! Just style shift. You're good to go. It kills replayability most of the time. The incentive to exploring just isn't there, and the open spaces are boring. Ah. Have you by chance seen how they handled that with Rise of the Ronin? Let me know. I didn't play Elden Ring, so I can't really say. Right, I'm kind of with Witty. The area themselves felt more like multiple Nioh levels glued together, which I like. Yeah, I like that. I liked how basically here's the way that I kind of view the open world stuff for Nioh. Could I show you some weapon switching tech? I just want to learn to do more than just flash attack all the time. Yeah, sure. I'll just do something simple with swords and dual swords. with like some sheet stuff. So like, ooh, quick draw. So what you can do for that input is, so let's say you do EI quick draw, right? Then you sheath your weapon, and then since your weapons are sheathed, you can switch to your secondary, and then do the other sheath attack. So I'll do that again. So quick draw, sheath it, switch your weapon, do the sheathing attack. Yep. So there's a go. EIE. Alright. I just prefer tighter close call combat. Okay. So in Rise, okay, when I played the demo, just killing things was fun, fighting bosses, etc. But I didn't feel like progression. When you play a level-based game, beat a level, kill a boss, move on to the next level progression. Ah, see, that wasn't clear to you. Oh, if your weapon is sheathed, it does not trigger the flash attack? Correct. Okay, so the progression, right, with the missions, it is very, like, clear. Like, oh, it's completed. Here's how I honestly see the open world, open field stuff. Open field. I don't even know what to call it. I'm just calling it open world. It's easier for me. In Nioh 3, I felt like the main missions, they were like in the Crucible, right? So they have like the set Crucible, which is like the Nioh 2 mission, like put in a spot. And then for me, all the open world areas that we had where they had like was basically like them combining all their side missions into just one big zone. And I'm like, yeah, fine by me. I prefer that over like I preferred that over having to have, like select missions for the side missions. Like I'm okay. So for me, like the main mission, so like killing things on the side missions was like there were active quests to complete. So you had like the Gaki Chief one, and fuck the Gaki Chief, by the way. Right, so a lot of the side missions were put together. They had like your camps where you can kill things. And then eventually what that led to was me being able to find out more collectibles and basically would help me support the stuff I do in the main mission as well. So I actually thought it was alright. There were Kodama to find, they had those Jizo statues to find. So they were all kind of supportive in nature to the main Crucible mission. And my hope is that, like Rise of the Ronin, we will have an option to redo the open world if we so choose. Which I really liked about Rise of the Ronin. It was like I could keep killing shit. Like I'd be like, alright, let's just respawn like Mizuki all over again. I'm like, alright, sounds good to me. And then level sync that shit. That was fun. So that's just my opinion about it. So I was able to find kind of that progression. Also, do I need to press R1 first or X? To forward switchblade blade low stance? Generally just do R1. I do R1 first. Otherwise, if I press X first, then I'll dodge. All we need is a reason to keep refilling the open world so it never feels empty. I'm pretty sure they'll add that feature in. I would be surprised. Honestly, like when I think about what I expect from Nioh 3, I'm actually looking to see what they've done in their previous games. So Rise of the Ronin, for Wolong, for Stranger of Paradise, even Ninja Gaiden 4 that's coming out. Because there do seem to be like certain things that they tested in those games that are making it to Nioh 3. So the whole like style switch thing, can I show me with my controller? No, you just, bro, it's just like you switch stances. It says, Witty's telling you. It tells you the order, R1 and then X, not X and then R1. Right? If I do, it's R1 and then X. That's it. R1, X. You just want linear progression boring? Hey, if that's what you want, fair. You can skip the open world stuff and go straight to the Crucible. It is linear progression. I think you just gotta show him. God damn it, dude. Fine. R1. So here. Attack, R1, square, or X, or whatever. That's it. So R1, X. That's it. That's all it is. A cool concept for an open world in Nioh 3 would be filling all the places with various types of Gaki, and the final boss is no. Moving on. No. I'll just be level 10 at the final boss of my linear progression. So from what I saw in the demo, they do have those components, right? They have like there's a very distinct separation between the open world area and like the main missions. And you can redo the main missions as many times as you want. That's what I kept doing. Because like I couldn't reset the open world, it was kind of boring. I'm like, I already killed this shit. No Gaki bringer, no. I hope they add a weather system that alters the terrain for combat and exploration. Example, lightning-infused weapons do more damage in the rain. That would be cool. No Gaki festival. Oh my gosh. Stop. This is why I need to leave. Also, I hate the Scampus changes. Give me my little minion to smack things. That's why because of changes like that, and especially considering it's an alpha, that's why I'm holding a lot of like thoughts about these things, because they're still subject to change. No Gaki things. Okay, that can stay in development hell. That's fine. But yeah, like for me, it's way too early to really evaluate. It's too difficult for me to evaluate any of that. Like a lot of these changes, there's still so much we have yet to see, and the things that Team Ninja asked for feedback on were a little specific. And that's gonna be what I focus on for the time being. I'm gonna wait for like the beta to really make much more judgment calls, because the beta demos from Nioh 2 were a much more representative of what their final product was like. I'm sure it'll be open beta. I'm so sure. That's when things will be a lot more polished. And for those of you that are still worried and maybe didn't keep up with a lot of the Nioh 3 stuff, here's what I want to say to that, in case you have concerns. Take a look at Nioh 2 alpha footage and compare it to what you've experienced in Nioh 2. Here's why I say that. The Nioh 2 demo, alpha, it was closed. It wasn't even open. There was no shifting tree at all. There wasn't even a burst counter. It just wasn't in the game. Just not there. No shifting tree. Period. So a lot changed in between the alpha and the beta. Right, no shifting tree. They added that in. So a lot, I suspect a lot will change based on the feedback that we've given them. They had 3 weapons. Like, it was pretty bare bones. So in the alpha, like, this Nioh 3 alpha is pretty, like, big, all things considered. I'm quite surprised with just how much depth they put into it. They've been working their asses off on it. Dude, they freaking shadow dropped the whole, like, hey, Nioh 3 coming out, bro. What do I think the new weapon types are going to be? I don't know. I suspect that all the... here's what I honestly think. Same file size as Bloodborne. I know. I was like, dude, this is a big-ass demo. I suspect, one, that all of these weapons will make it into Nioh 3. All of them. All right? I'm sure they'll put that in. What I do think will happen is that some of these weapons will get segmented to samurai style and some to ninja style, but they will make... I don't think they're going to do anything that really feels bad. So, for example, like, we already know, and this isn't through out of bounds footage, sword is both for samurai and ninja style. For both. It's like not from even out of bounds footage. It's just confirmed. Alright. Ninja gets like a reverse grip sword. Very different moveset. Do I have to hold R1 to go to low stance switch glaive or just press it? It's just like you're switching low stance like normally. But yeah, hold R1. I have a feeling they're gonna add guns. I hope so too. It'd be cool if they put like flails or something. Like, I look to their other titles to kind of get some ideas. But like, straight up, they're more creative than me. I mean, it's their job to come up with cool stuff. I never would have come up with like a switchblade. Let alone like, I thought like, oh, maybe fists wouldn't be appropriate. Nah, they didn't give a shit. They put it in. So I think they'll put all these weapons in Nioh 2. I think what they'll do is do stuff like... where's Beyond Infinity? Yeah, Beyond Infinity's here. They'll take stuff like this and be like, oh, this will be like a ninja move. Let's put it for like a ninja style. Okay, cool. And then they'll like advance every weapon tree appropriately for samurai style. Like dual swords, for example. You might remember in my skill list thing that I had, that I showed they had like this move called Deflecting Cut, which was every time I deflect, I do an attack. And then I can chain that attack into normal combos. And I was like, bro, what? What the fuck? So what's gonna happen? Every time I deflect, I go slice, slice, slice for free. I'm like, that's pretty legit. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm cool with that. They're putting aerial attacks. There's a lot that they have to come up with. Like, I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm pretty optimistic it'll be fun. They better bring back the Dragon Ninja Clan. Dude, they're totally going to. they totally will. I'm like so confident they'll do that. There's a lot of stuff they already potentially accounted for. Like Mist is already an expanded Tonfa Demon Dance, right? So Tonfa will build off on it. Yep. So they have like... Do I think I've mastered everything in this game? Like every weapon? Yeah. Reasonably enough for Nioh 2. Have it be a massive open map where you fight Rian and Ryu and then the dual boss battle? Yo, no. That's crazy. I'm sure right now they're really brainstorming how to make weapons feel good. Right? Like, look, they've expanded what is possible in the Nioh games. there's a lot that can change, and there's a lot of craziness that's possible. Just want you to consider what they have already just like. I know stuff is subject to change, but consider what they have added. Imagine, like, here, let's just put this in the context of Nioh 2 to really understand just how much more powerful they're going to make players and how much more likely they're going to make enemies crazy too. Just to make it feel like fairly balanced in terms of difficulty for them. Remember, Team Ninja does crazy shit. That's why we enjoy them. Remember, Nioh 2 introduced us to amazing abilities like fucking Beyond Infinity. Alright, remember, Beyond Infinity, when this move came out, I'm pretty sure every single person who played Nioh 2 was, at least on my channel, was like blown the fuck away. Alright, blown away by just how absolutely amazing this move is. Alright? They kept that in for Nioh 3. Imagine if you're a new person checking out Nioh 3. Oh, cool, it's a demo. And then you're like, wait, I thought this game was a Souls-like. And then you see this shit. You're like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, it's amazing if you time it right. You're like, whoa, that's pretty wild, dude. So that's what they've introduced so far. That's what they ported from Nioh 2. But let's put this in context of Nioh 2 more, as opposed to just like let's forget Nioh 3 and just think about like what would happen if they took Nioh 3 mechanics to put them in Nioh 2. 1, you gotta jump. Okay? We've got jump. We've got aerial attacks. We've got launchers. Alright. Samurai stuff. So yeah, I know, sure, they don't have the running water abilities. The key pulse abilities don't seem to really exist at this time. They put fucking Frost Moon. Just for samurai style. Imagine fucking Frost Moon. Imagine you could chain multiple skills back to back. Imagine something even more complex than the skill expansion mod. They took the skill expansion mod, which really made me enjoy Nioh 2, and then they blew that out of the water. I'm like, bro, I don't need a fucking mod. They just took the mod that the community made and did something even better. Like, whoa, that's pretty cool. At least to me. Frost Moon attacks. They're free attacks. And you get fucking deflect. Unlike anything. Just deflect. Just this will get you key back, and then you can chain skills. I miss the arts gauge. Alright. Alright. Let me try to do Heaven Flash as fast as I can, alright? Like, that's pretty fast. Yeah, but guess what? Nioh 3 is even faster! Dude, Frost Moon. Frost Moon in Nioh 2 would be terrifying. Alright, Arts Gauge. Chain attack into attack, alright? No key pulse in between. Imagine. Something even faster. Alright? Alright, they give you deflect. They give you deflect. Yo, if you fought Blood Edge Demon, like Blood Edge Demon, like I said in my video, is kind of crazy. Blood Edge Demon is a pretty good indication of what I think is possible. Yo, imagine Itsumade doing air combos and shit. Dude, you know they're gonna do that. They have aerial combat. They're gonna make it fucking crazy. But they're gonna find a way, I believe, to make ground combat still just as appealing. Game is faster. Game can be more complex. And the players are like tuned to be more powerful to compensate. I don't think, dude, Team Ninja and simplifying the game, bruh. No, that they allow that option, but usually through builds. So they're gonna create batshit crazy builds. At this player, the at this point, the players are gonna need a math to keep up with the speed. Maybe to be determined. One thing I really like about Team Ninja games as well, particularly the Nioh series, is that it's not a requirement to have to engage with all the complexity to have fun. They have the whole like build thing, which I'm grateful for. I want players to be able to enjoy the game, no matter what. Like, I don't want to gatekeep over skill and shit. Like, who cares? It's just a fucking video game. So I bet that they're gonna have builds that really satisfy those players. And then for players like myself, who are not that big on the build, I'm sure they'll have stuff for us too. And for many players who want to play with both, they can play with both. I don't think they'll make it any simpler, but if players want simpler, they can customize the experience that way. I'm pretty sure that's what'll happen. Right? And that's okay. I wouldn't call it gatekeeping. I don't think Team Ninja's gatekeeping. I'm referring to people in the community who will be like, no, man, like this happened with Ninja Gaiden a lot. This is why I'm so jaded. But a lot of people with Ninja Gaiden, not like the most, but there was enough of a voice to like people basically determining like people's sense of worth based on how skillful they did shit. You know, and I want people who play Nioh to enjoy it, number one. And I hope that there's something for everyone. And it doesn't cheapen anyone's experience. I think Nioh 2 did a great job with that. I have zero issue with people who enjoyed the builds. Absolutely none whatsoever. And I'm glad that I'd call that just being a jackass. True. There were some jackasses. I think Nioh does balance it well so that anyone can play it how they want. Like, you want to play this as a build-based game? Go for it. Go for it. That doesn't detract from my enjoyment at all. So enjoy yourself, by all means. Some people love that shit. Go for it. I want that in the game. I want players to enjoy that. At the same time, I want stuff that I like too. Doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. You have any tips on getting an anima heal lifesteal build on Nioh 2? Yeah, pretty simple. All you really need for the lifesteal using your anima is just like one stat. Life drain yokai ability hit. Done. If you have that somewhere on your equipment or any of your soul cores that you're actively using, you'll be in good shape. Yeah, Nioh series is quite flexible. I'm happy that there are good builds. I would get irritated, but I would get irritated when people be like, you have to play with a good build or else. I'm like, no, you don't. Can I transfer it from a different item? Let me see my current soul cores. Yeah, waiting on me for dinner? Okay, I'll be done in I'll be... No. I'm so sorry, I totally forgot. Um, no, I completely forgot. I'll be right out, okay? Okay. So, alright, so I do have to get going. Life Drain Yokai ability hits scales better with Yokai ability damage, so you can use some damage soul cores to heal to full. You don't need it on this Guardian Spirit, you can just get it on your soul cores. And then if you have corrupted weapons, you can also transfer it to a corrupted weapon. So yeah, anyway, I have to get going because I just realized I didn't order dinner and I was supposed to order dinner. What's... Yeah, you guys just listen to Witty. Witty knows what he's talking about. What's the worst build I've seen? For damage? Probably mine. Yeah, so if you have it on one soul core, like what he is saying, it'll apply to all three. So you could, for example, like equip Kasha on one guardian spirit and then have other ones. All 6 if you swap guardian spirits too, exactly. Yeah, my build is the worst for damage. Basically, it's so weak. We're like, why is your damage so shit? Exactly. Alright, I gotta bounce, guys. I completely forgot. I was supposed to order, like, dinner, like, some time ago, and I, like, totally didn't do that. Big irresponsible as shit, so I'm gonna go. Got too excited to chat with you guys about Nioh 3 things. Does that apply to the key pulls too? Yes. Same thing for yokai ability key pulls, which is precisely why on, for example, Rokugezo, I just have one soul core with Mizuki's, has the yokai ability key pulse, and I don't need it on these other two, and I'm good. For Shirohami, I have yokai ability key pulse in all 3, but it's redundant. You just needed 1 per guardian spirit. Alright guys, I gotta go. No, I'm not playing. I'm gonna have dinner with Cass, okay? He's a bit more important than video games, okay? Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see everybody later. Take care, and bye.